What's up? How you doing, Pepper?
Hi. I'm good. Just work today. Just relaxing out here in the sunshine.
Yeah, looks
It
like
looks beautiful where you're at with the
yeah,
trees.
yes. I'm just out in the backyard. I was like, if you're gonna do backyard then, or patio, then I'm gonna do that too. So
Yes, patio vibes.
yeah. Well, we
Hmm.
can get into it because I don't want to take
Let's
like
get into it.
too much
I
time,
know for
but
every I seen on the Dare, it was talking about like to talk about injuries, right? And like how it's been to skate with that, which is definitely something I can relate to right now.
yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'll talk about that.
Mhm.
So this happened what back in like April of last year.
Mhm.
I was just, I was progressing really fast. And I think that that got me really excited. And I tried to like stay at the skate park for hours trying to like progress even more. I was like, oh, I'm about to like progress to this top level.
Yeah.
And so I started pushing myself to this level where, like, I don't know, I was just getting too tired and stuff and just pushing myself really hard.
Yeah.
And that particular day, like I've said multiple times, I was so tired, girl. Like I was falling everywhere already before then. Like I should have been went home. But I was like, let me do this last run. I was
That's
like, I'm gonna do one more run.
that's how it
And that
goes.
run, that's how it goes. And that's how I went.
Yeah.
That run fucked me up. But yeah, I tore my ACL, and for like 3 weeks I wasn't sure if it was torn, but I knew something was wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah. Just
And I was like, I should probably go to the doctor at this point. Like,
yeah. That medical bill's a lot. So.
oh my gosh, yes, that medical bill slammed me. But I'm that type of person, like I have to get it checked out or taken care of, or I cannot do anything else until I know that everything's good, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
But I that's why I waited for 3 weeks, because I was like, maybe it's just a sprain, you know what I mean? And maybe it'll go away. But once it wasn't going away and like the swelling was starting to be more consistent and the other symptoms too, I was like, oh no, something's wrong.
Yeah.
So that's when I went to the doctor and like they said, yeah, you tore your ACL. And I was like, I was not expecting that. Especially the second doctor that I went and seen, he told me that I had basically dislocated my knee at the time of the injury. He said that my kneecap like touched the back of my knee when it happened
Ooh.
and popped back instantly. So it was like an
Ooh.
instant dislocation and
Right.
then a complete tear of the ACL. And I was like, what? It was like, it was getting deeper and deeper. And I was like, what is happening right now? Like, I was just
Yeah.
progressing. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was crazy.
you get it's setbacks. So
Yeah, yeah. And then he's like, well, we can't, you can't skate on it. He really didn't even want me to walk on it. I had to be on crutches until my surgery. I had to save up enough funds to cover that surgery because we know how bullshit insurance is in Texas.
mm,
My
everywhere.
insurance had this, yeah, my insurance had this thing where I had to pay like 2,400 out of pocket before they covered anything.
Ooh.
And I was like nowhere near that deductible.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's when I made the GoFundMe. I was like, hey y'all, I'm gonna need help because this
Yeah.
girl definitely doesn't have this out of pocket.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Mm.
so shout out to those people who helped with that cost.
Yeah.
And they donated, got that cost up, got the surgery, and then that whole process was like everything was just a different process of itself. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
contribute to this whole big process in the end.
The real part of it, it's that can happen. You can injure yourself, and
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I mean, it's where you're at, you're comfortable, but also like anything can happen sometimes.
Anything
So
could literally happen. Like I felt so dumb that day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And tore one of the most important ligaments. Like what? Like when some people are like, yeah, I tore my ACL, some crazy shit, it's usually like this crazy ass trick they were trying. I literally did the most basic trick that I always do. I still do it to this day. But it was just I just fell dumb that day.
yeah.
Like,
What trick was it
and it was
again?
all over. It was the broken leg, the
Oh,
broken leg stall.
okay. Okay. All right.
So crazy, bro. Like, I don't know. And literally broke my leg, I guess. I
I
remember my doctor,
mean,
I showed him the video and he was like, he asked the same thing, like what that trick was called. And I told him the broken leg. He just busted out laughing. He was like, don't do that again. He was like, that's bad karma, them naming it that.
yes.
It was crazy, bro. But
No,
yeah. So after that, did my physical therapy. I made sure to stay on top of that because, people, I've read so many stories of people not doing physical therapy and then their knee is all fucked up.
it's
So
that's something still. Physical therapy is one, just like doing things that are good for your body, like stretching,
yeah,
all that
yeah.
stuff. It's good to do every once in a while if you're not doing it at all. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
I would say this whole process, like, it's made me have a lot more patience with myself and, like,
Mhm.
made me want to take care of myself more and, like, listen to my body more. And I was already, like, big on that, but obviously not enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not in the ways
Mhm.
that I think I needed for skating, at least. Because, like you said, like, we all know that we can get hurt, but we don't think about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Especially when we're just skating, we're just
Mhm.
having fun
Yep.
and we're just doing what we love, but we're not thinking in the back of our minds, oh, we could be falling right now and like fuck some shit up, like
Yep. When life
until
is like,
it happens.
let me remind you to be
Let me
humble,
humble
okay?
you. Let me humble you. That's literally what happened. Life, the universe is like, girl, I need to humble you. You going too hard. You're going too hard. Too hard,
Um,
too fast.
but the fortunate thing is you can go back at it, and I'm happy to
Yeah.
see you back at it, you
Thank you.
know? So
Yeah.
summer is on the way. I don't know if you got plans for it at your local or if you got a spot. That was one of my questions for you, is
Yeah.
if there was somewhere you're looking forward to skating this year.
This year,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, my honest answer is Dallas.
Dallas, yeah.
Just because I want to see you guys. I
Yeah.
love y'all so much. Y'all have you, Tess, Maria, like all of y'all have been the people that have been consistently reaching out to me. And like I feel like I have such a strong bond with y'all just over the fucking phone. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? And so it
See.
makes me excited to come out there this year and
Yeah.
be able to skate with y'all and hang with
Hell
y'all
yeah.
again.
Hell yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
More events, more gatherings, more things for
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
In the mix.
I will say, I will also say, like, right now, my knee is like, it's like in the middle of like, I can't skate too much and I can't skate too little.
Mm.
And so I'm having to take it easy with like certain ways of pushing myself, basically. And so competition wise, I don't know. Is what I was getting at. Because I know
Yeah.
there's some competitions this summer, but I don't know yet.
Yes.
But next year, for sure.
We're always at competition with ourselves, so
That's true.
there's
That is very true.
there's that.
Constantly, constantly.
I want people to be
Yes.
able to talk about just their experience with
In
skating.
skating, regardless. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I get you. Yeah.
everybody, and like also, cause like just like I said, with there's also that whole vibe that you've got friends that get injured. That changes the vibe, your atmosphere where you skate, especially if you're skating with them regularly. Like you miss out, you also feel their pain. So it's just, I'm like, there's
There's
things
so
to
much
think about.
into it.
Yeah, and I was like, I want people to be
Yeah.
able to talk about it and know that they're not alone in it, and because it
Yeah.
really, like, it made me like, you're not the only one. So
Yeah.
you know.
And dude, I will say, like, when it was happening, I did feel like the only one. You know what I mean? Because I'm taken away from my community. And like
Yeah.
I don't expect people to like, come to my doorstep and like all be with me. Like go and do your thing, homie. But
Mhm.
it does seclude you, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And it does put you through a mental battle in itself on top of the physical battle that I was not ready for. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know it was gonna hit as hard as it did. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
So that's definitely something, yeah. It's good that
Well,
you let me know I'm not alone. All those
you're
people out there, if
not.
you injured right now, like
Yes.
y'all are not alone.
Mhm. I just, with
But
the way
yeah.
we've got, I mean, the internet is for the most part free, and it's
Hmm.
take
Oh
this.
shit.
This is what has been able to keep me in touch with the people that I do care about. And I was like,
Yeah.
how can I take this further? Because there's skaters out there that don't even get to taste what I
Yeah.
tasted just because I've lived in a bigger city. And
Right.
also, there's goodness in these small towns out here and people don't know about it.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I want to be able to share that. That's how I want to give
For
back to the
sure.
community.
That's dope.
It's
I love
it's
that.
just it's a pocket that I'm
Yeah.
able to work right now. So I'm like,
I love that.
let's
I think
do
it's
it.
really important. I think it's really important to create kind of like safe spaces for, skate communities.
Yeah.
So where they're able to talk about all these different experiences so that they can hear like their similar experiences that someone else may be going through.
Mhm.
So that they know that they're not alone, just like you said. I think that's
Mhm.
really cool, Shantae. That's
That
dope.
that and I mean, I swear some people are making friends with each other out there and I mean, otherwise they wouldn't have known. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying, the more people share is the more people get to know other skaters because really some of these
Yep, and
people
be connected.
they don't get to see what we do or they're the only ones where they're at, So
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I definitely get what you mean. Yeah, I agree.
you're like, I concur.
Yes, we're here. We're
Yes.
here. Like in the Houston community,
Mhm.
it's really hard to find like the group to skate with, like your own set group. You know how in Dallas, like y'all have y'all groups, like y'all have y'all people, y'all homies. But in Houston, it's so hard, bro. And that's all I was saying. I'm like excited to come out there.
Yes.
But I'm just rambling now. I don't know. I think the point I wanted to get out of that is that for people to know that it is important to skate for yourself and to have fun for yourself and to, enjoy it by yourself. And then as you do that, people will come to you.
Yeah.
Like you'll be a little magnet to those
Mhm.
people that match your vibe, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's the only thing I wanted to throw in there.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yes. All right, my love.
Yeah,
It was nice talking to you.
very
I miss
much.
you
I miss
from
you
that
too,
one
dear.
time of seeing you.
I know. Hopefully more of that though. That's what I'm saying. More meetups this year and just
For
more
sure.
more of this. Just more
Yes,
connection.
of connecting. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Definitely here for it.
All right.
All
You
right.
take care. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Hello, hello. What's up? What's up? I'm in my mushroom house. Got my homie Baby Yoda here with me. He got the checkerboard bandana on. Period. We matching. The first question that I'm going to answer is one thing that I knew now that I wish I knew when I first started skating. It would definitely be to not overexert myself and to not push myself too far beyond my limits. I know there's like a toxic thing of like go beyond your limits, but I think in terms of skating, you have to really listen to your body and listen to when it's telling you to chill and listen to when it's telling you like, okay, we gotta, go home or take a break or whatever it may be. I think that we ignore those signs and we ignore our body trying to communicate to us in that way, that it will, like, we're doing a physical sport, so it will physically exert us to the point to where we are hurting ourselves. I had to learn that the hard way, which is when I had my injury with my ACL tear. So now I be sure to listen to my body and like to watch for those signs of me overexerting myself. And I also like keep a track of how long I'm skating for, like with a run after run, making sure I have enough time in between, making sure that I have water, that I ate before I came to skate, etc., etc. After all, skating is a sport, and any sport that you do, you have to take care of yourself. And you can't just go hard for hours on end without eating anything or barely eating anything or drinking any water, any liquids. Like, it's almost setting yourself up for failure to hurt yourself. And so, again, I think that I wish I would have took that more serious in the beginning to not overexert myself or push myself too hard. Next is my dream skate spot. My dream skate spot is definitely the church in St. Louis, I think it's in. I think that's everybody's dream skate spot, pretty much, or at least on everybody's list. Next is how do I respond when someone calls my skates blades or inlines? So, first off, much love to the inline homies. We're all in the same family predominantly. All got wheels on our feet that are attached to us that we cannot take off. Um, but just because we do different things, we do different tricks, they are similar, but they are also different. Because of that, I do correct people, and I'm like, hold on, homie. No, they're roller skates, not roller blades. I think that each family of rollerblades and roller skates have their due diligence and have their own respects and just have their own things, though they are very similar. And again, much love to the inline homies. My biggest skate inspo, literally all the homies. All the homies are my skate inspo right now. If I had to say someone in specific, I would definitely say Sylvia. They're super dope. Been following them for a minute, and they're just so smooth. Like, I love everything about their style. They're super smooth, super coordinated, super clean in all of their tricks. They're everything that I would ever wish to be, and they're always like fucking everything up, whether it be street, the bowl, a mini ramp. Like, they literally do it all. So shout out to Sylvia. Would I take a sponsorship? I most definitely would, but but they would have to align with the same values and morals that I have for myself in order to stay true to myself. I wouldn't just accept any offer that comes towards me, just because, I mean, I feel like that's the only way that I can stay the most true to myself and not just go reaching out for popularity or for money or anything like that. Thank you for this opportunity to be able to talk to our skate community and to be able to just connect with one another. I really enjoyed it. Shout out to Rad Revolvers.